express my condolences to all those who have died in recent weeks, both in Israel and in the occupied Palestinian territories. And I want to join in the growing chorus of Irish voices inside and outside this House who cherish the principle that intentionally directed attacks against the civilian population or against individual civilians who are not taking part in the hostilities is wrong, it's unacceptable, it's a breach of Article 8 of the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, and it's a war crime. It's why I and we should unanimously condemn the attacks in southern Israel by Hamas, and it's why we should unanimously condemn the indiscriminate bombing of northern Gaza by the Israeli government. Those positions are not incompatible. They are compatible with upholding the international rules-based order that Ireland supports and believes in. And I welcome that the Taoiseach Micheál Martin has expressed those views on our behalf to the governments in the region, to our partners in the EU, and I would urge him to continue expressing them, particularly to those who have not provided that balance, either in their foreign policy commentary in this week or indeed in the many decades since the illegal occupation of Palestine. In our own history, we know the journey of fighting for national self-determination. It's why so many Irish people identify with the Palestinian people, not because we are somehow biased, but because they can see that this is not a dispute between two equally equipped international governments. It's not an occupation between two equal parties. It's clear that while Israel and its population prosper in the world economy, people living in Gaza, the West Bank, and the 3 million Palestinian refugees live in squalid conditions which were a humanitarian crisis long before now. They are restricted in the ability to do the most basic activities, including the freedom of movement, and they live within a system of apartheid. We have a long history and tradition in this House of supporting the Palestinian people, but we also have a long history of a successful peace process, and one which had parity of esteem at the very core of its solution. The two-state settlement seems so distant at this point, but it was at the darkest moments of our troubles, when innocent children were killed, that the seeds of change grew, mostly in the hearts of people and not in leaders. I hope that those seeds, although distant, can grow in Israel and Palestine. I call for an immediate ceasefire, for the release of prisoners, for an international framework for talks, for parity of esteem, for compromise and peace.
James Lawless.